going back to the 5 years behind thing.
Yeah.
Is Europe 5 years behind?
Yeah, not at that scale. But we definitely see like some change in training culture. We're seeing it, but right now it's still at the point where you get like training companies with a cult following. That's the point, like right now.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a cult-like following. You've got guys that want to hang out with certain people because of the background, be it real or made up.
Mm-hmm.
Most often it's made up.
Right.
Yeah.
Or we're writing a past resume and still trying to be the same guy we were.
Exactly.
For the first, or, from 18 to 35 or whatever it was. And now they're 45 and it's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is basically completely sad because if you're building your personality on something you have been, it won't work out at a certain point. At a certain point, you will be the old guy knowing nothing else. Mm-hmm. And of course, you can get in fresh guys. But even in that case, it's hard to keep track in this case as the CEO. So those guys may split apart at a certain point.
Yeah, I think that's what we saw happen with some of these other companies.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the fitness piece because fitness is something you're really into, and I've even heard you talk about it. On your, you're staying in great shape. You put on quite a few pounds of muscle since the last time. I feel like probably in the last 6 or 8 months, and we've been back and forth a little bit on Instagram just about your training program and how you've been doing stuff. How do you organize your fitness? And let's just talk about training. How do you organize your fitness to stay fit, be ready for kind of anything if you needed to get out there and do it again? What do you
I just basically train, and I train really old school. Like I train with a high repetition count,
mm-hmm.
high weight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really count repetitions, just let it be a lot,
mm-hmm.
like 30 to 45 minutes. And so I've got phases where I do a lot of cardio.
Mm-hmm.
I actually come from an endurance running background.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I did a lot. I did a lot of endurance running back then, a lot of competitions. But at some point, I just felt like I need to add some weight,
mm-hmm.
Which I did before. And what happened like during the last 6 months was basically the real muscle memory. Like
it just came right back.
It came right back. Like a lot of repetitions, a lot of food. And I think I don't need to justify my training with a tactical fitness routine.
Right.
Because I'm getting stronger, I'm getting faster.
Boom.
I don't need to do it in a plate carrier. Simple as that.
Right.
And I really stick to a lot of like really old school bodybuilding fitness techniques. Lots of reps, lots of food. Like the eating is the hardest part.
Right.
Yeah.
How many calories you putting down a day?
Today not enough, but usually it's about 5,000 calories.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that takes work, man.
Yeah.
That takes work. How much of that is like added, like protein powder and things like that?
During bulking, I do like 1 shake of protein powder after workout, with some carbs, like
cyclic dextrin.
Simple carbs.
Simple carbs. Yeah.
Creatine, and that's my post-workout shake. But after that, it's basically real food.
Yep.
Like breakfast and easy food like tuna and rice.
Yep.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, when you're trying to push the 5,000 calorie mark, the easier the better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're just constantly
Yeah, and you see a lot of people cheating or whatever, and if you're eating at that high calorie mark and you're not a real hard gainer, like everyone who's starting getting into fitness says he's a hard gainer, but that's rarely the case. So you need to eat clean. You can't eat like all the fats.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've seen that with a lot of guys getting fat because they just ate. Yeah, they got their 5,000 calories, but a lot of that had been like empty carbs.
They didn't think about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so in that kind of way, if you have like if you're a normal person and not a real hard gainer, you need to eat controlled in some kind of way, and that's not the easy route. it's like rice, it's tuna,
right.
it's chicken, and it's boring. Yeah.
Yeah, it's lean proteins and some starch.
Yeah, exactly.